all, it's Jim Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade, and welcome back to our continuing Let's Play of War on the Sea, where we're playing as the Imperial Japanese Navy utilizing the Tokyo Express mod on the beta version of the game. Right, with the usual spiel out of the way, let's just jump into the action. Right, it just became daylight on the 24th of August. So it's time to get our planes up in the air and verify that the slot is still predominantly under our control, that there's no daring American task forces pushing their way up the slot during the cover of night. This would be an especially bad time for that, as we are actually pushing supply forward in the slot. So having a unexpected incursion right now could wreak a little bit of havoc on our situation. You know, those 3DDs, we probably could have prosecuted them using air from this area and have not depleted our carriers as much. I didn't think of that. Alright, we've got our initial aircraft out of the gate. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's get Ohio to allocate some resources. Up along the path to Santa Isabella. Verify it stays clear. How is our fight on Russell doing? Subpack 1 has an engagement. Really? Another 10 destroyer group. Interesting. Let's pause things. I-15, leave your rudders amidships. Just go ahead and back off. You're doing a course of 181. I-34. You're going to break formation. You're going to come all back. Turning the wrong way right now. Go ahead and start targeting 9. I-15, start targeting 7. What is our weather? Our weather is sea state 5. Okay, so good for us. No layer to speak of. I-34, what are you doing? Yeah, this seems wrong. Fast forward. Rudder back amidships, please. Let's come back a little bit. We want to get to course 181. There we go. Now we just got a course of letting the destroyers continue on their course. In fact, we could probably stay where we are. Okay, we're not going to get any great solution. We'll get adequate solutions, but not great. So let's help that out. Getting at 2 of the funny guns on the back with 2 stacks. The funny guns and 2 stacks is a Mahan. Okay. And for I-34, your target is 2 funny guns in back, but stacks closer together. That's this guy, right? Very good. Mahan is actually the slightly longer target at this point in time. What is our angle off? 9, 8. Okay. Gonna be firing shortly. Or are we? They're maneuvering. Great time to maneuver, guys. Have they steadied up? I think they're doing the jiggly. It's where they keep course correcting, but they course correct to then continue the same course. They go a little bit this way, a little bit that way, a little bit this way, a little bit that way, and the average of it is the course that they want. Alright. 2 with a 1 degree spread, firing at 3,000 yards now. We're going to give a 5 count. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, and a little bit more for good measure right about now. We're gonna fire at the Farragut, and hopefully we're not gonna hit I-15. I don't think we will. We'll just come right past her nose. Now this is not optimum firing angle by any stretch of the imagination. But it will do. I think the Farragut might end up landing first. I counted a... Should have stuck with my 5 count. So the Farragut's doing a little wiggly jiggly right now. Will it matter? Mahan, you're going to be missed unless you turn back into him. Interesting. Looks like 5 wants to break off and hunt. So go ahead and stop with the Mahan. Target 5, an I-34. You can stop with the Farragut. And you can target 5 as well. I-15. Just go ahead and back off. I-34. Back off slowly. Let's go ahead and classify. Got 2 wide stacks, 4 normal guns. Is this like the Benham? Wait. No. We got the funny looking thing there. Funny looking, no, wrong stack. Okay, funny looking thing, 2 guns. This is the Benson. Benson is hunting. Farragut should be sinking. We're gonna fire one at the hunter for my 15. She's gonna head home, or should. Question is, have we deterred her from her hunt? She is dropping in, well, I wouldn't say dropping in speed. She's, I mean, went from 7 to 6 knots. Her bearing is maintaining. She's really going to keep hunting, isn't she? Alright, I-34. 1 torp. Nice. Now what about you, Farragut? Are you really gonna limp away? What are you doing in speed? Well, I don't know because I don't have you targeted. Require Farragut. I-34. Require Farragut. 21 knots, huh? We're not gonna catch Farragut. She's already at 10,000 yards. I think Farragut's getting away. But we did get a prize out of this. We got the Benson with only 1 torp, which is, I'll take it. We wasted 2 torps on Mahan that did not hit their mark. Though 2 torps did hit Farragut, but didn't sink her. Which I call bullshit. 2 torps on a destroyer should fucking sink it. Anyway. It's a video game. What is this lock for? I don't even know. Alright, so another destroyer has bit the dust. Hello. What do we have here? A merchant, huh? A merchant that's gonna come right over the top of us? Oh, how nice. I-34. Break formation. Rudder amidships. All back. I-15. Stop what you're doing. And, but start targeting our friendly merchant. As should you. What I am curious about is which of my 2 submarines has more torpedoes. So I-34 has 15 and I-15 has 14. So I-34 is going to get the opportunity for the kill. Which, you can just go ahead and stop what you're doing. 3 torps, 1 degree spread. Go ahead and fire. And that should be a dead merchant. And it is. Hip hip hooray! I'll take those every time. Alright, looks like Sag 2, our heavy hitter, is about to get back to home port. Where we should go ahead and rearm all ships. And we have to find the wounded destroyer. That's the Crucio. We're going to release and repair. Surface Action Group 2 is about to partake in a dangerous mission. We're on the precipice of starting Operation McDowell, named after Imperial Japanese High Command Home Admiral Ethan McDowell, who has suggested to my command that we have been too conservative in our campaign in the Solomon Seas to date, and we need to start pressing our initiative against the Americans. With this pressure weighing on my command from the Home Guard, I've decided to launch Operation Ethan McDowell, which I think is going to utilize a unit that the Admiral is not fond of, and that is escort carriers. So we are actually, I believe, going to add an escort carrier in replace of the one destroyer we lost to Surface Action Group 2. So let's go ahead and find the particular escort carrier we're going to add. It's going to be, we just need some air power. Not a lot, just a little bit. We don't have a lot of points to spare. Granted, the Tayo at 35 points is just so much better. It really is. I mean, but the Tayo really is a power all in of itself that just doesn't fit with the purpose of this group. What is the speed on the Hosho? I want to maintain 26.6. The battleship is only 25, right? Well, we can look, right? We have a Fuso class, 24.7. So that's not actually going to slow the fleet down. It is not. The Tayo would if we had it. Okay. More reason, Hosho kind of fits. It's not going to give us a lot of power. There's only 6 Kates here, which certainly isn't going to do much. But there is 9 Wildcats, which can definitely serve a purpose. Primary purpose, I want just to be able to spot. I want eyes all around this fleet at all times. Carriers are very good at accomplishing that mission. Why do I need eyes all around this fleet at all times? Because this fleet, this Surface Action Group, is going to be embarking on its own into waters we don't necessarily control, and we won't necessarily be able to launch a timely assist to save this group if it comes into trouble. So this escort carrier that Admiral Ethan McDowell is not a fan of is going to serve to actually help accomplish Admiral McDowell's primary objective, which is to start pushing the fight more aggressively towards the Americans. So ultimately, I think he'll be pleased, even if it's not somewhat bittersweet. So here we go. We're gonna grab the Hosho. Hit done, and we're gonna add her to Surface Action Group 2. Just need to remember how to do that. Merge groups. There we go. Now we need a formation that fits what we're doing here. And this formation just doesn't do it anymore. It does not cut it. arrow might cut it. I certainly don't want you way out there. I want you in the 5 position on an arrow. Well, 4 position? Yeah, 4 position. Swap positions. Alright. 2 and 3 should be the Maya and Chokai, so go ahead and swap. Okay, so 2, 3. Fuso, you're going to be number 1. That puts our, I think this is the Yugumo, right? Yugumo class? At 10, kind of where I want her. 9 and 8 are both Kageros. 9 and 8. That would put 2 light cruisers at 6 and 7. And the remaining DD, which, what is the remaining DD? 780. Have I rearmed all the ships? Oh! I have a bunch of Kageros because I didn't need... air search radar because the cruisers are capable of it. Right. So there's only a Yugumo in this fleet. And which one is the Yugumo? Because the Yugumo and the Kagero have pretty much the exact same... I'm thinking it's the Takani. I gotta make sure it is. Anyway, I think this is the... No. No, this isn't quite it, is it? It's not. I want all the Kageros out here. I want the Yugumo back here. Who's in 5? Oyashi, O, and Takami, you guys need to swap. Okay. If Takani is indeed the Yugumo, it's in the back of the lineup, trailing the Hosho on the main battle line. So that puts DD, light cruiser, DD, DD. Battleship, heavy cruiser, escort carrier, and the Yugumo. Alright, let's verify. How do I verify? Takani. I guess I just go to Yugumo class. And check the names. Takani. Yeah, Takanami, or Takanami, yeah. You are who I think you are. Good. We wouldn't want to, you know, not know who they think they should be. It's a Minnesota Vikings thing. You'd understand. Not that I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. In fact, time would be quite the opposite, except for during the time that Brett Favre was there, in which case I was an avid fan. But yeah, that's a whole different story. We can go into that in a later episode. Let's go ahead and set your course. To accomplish Operation McDowell. And that is the utter destruction of Milne Bay. As we start propelling the Japanese arm forward and wreaking some havoc on the Americans where maybe they're starting to least expect it. Again, that is Operation McDowell that we are commencing on 24 August at 8:17. Alright, Supply Group 2 is sitting around waiting for commands, and that is to unload all cargo. Okay, Supply Group 2 has indeed offloaded its cargo. Now, the next question is, Rabaul has nothing to haul. It is the 24th of August. We have 4 days until we need to start moving stuff forward from Rabaul. What to do with our supply ships? This particular supply group has an oiler, which really probably should be in the other group. I think we're gonna grab manage cargo. We're gonna grab troops. Troops. Engineering. And fuel. We'll have 100 engineering and 100 fuel, plus a few more extra troops that we're going to send forward to Santa Isabella. And with that, we're going to develop a rank 1 airfield, just to give Santa Isabella a little bit more nip in her bud. A little bit more ability to prosecute the area, a little bit more ability to be a pain in the side, and a little bit more ability to allow me more flexibility with my scouting. If Santa Isabella can scout this area, then, you know, we start securing this area even more. So even a rank 1 airfield at Santa Isabella is just going to give us eyes. Eyes that will make our ability to propagate our air power better. That's the goal. That's the plan. And how long are you going to take to get there? I didn't check. 13 or so hours. So in the middle of the night tonight. Io. No. Trio. Yes. Launch aircraft. Camp for an hour. Shortland. Camp for 0.6 hours. please get your zeros up and over the operation area. Subpack 1 has engaged those destroyers again. Let's jump in. We're looking at Sea State 5, which is good for us. No lair. That's kind of an interesting path. I-15, all back, and right. I-34, all back, brake, 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 all back. I-15, am I turning you the wrong way? I am. Alright. I get a little dyslexic when I'm going backwards. It's just a thing, I guess. And I'm doing the same thing here. Alright. I-34, start targeting 9. I-15. Start targeting 7. Alright, I-34, you can steady up about on that. And I-15, rudder amidships. Necessarily like how this is transpiring. I-34 stop. I-15 rudder in the wrong direction. I need to bring you back this way, I think. That was not well, that'll have to do, I suppose. Alright, well. Rudder amidships. I-34. Come forward. Wait, 155. We're going the wrong way. And we need to retask your targeting. You're going to target 7, I-15. You're going to target 9. Both in 181. I-15 actually stop. I-34 just continue charging forward. In the meantime, let's let the game. Nice. Nice. Got a 4,000 right now, and on I-15 we have 3,500. Okay, so 34 is going to be the longer shot. Again, 2 torps at 1 degree. Firing. Now we're going to go 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, and we're going to take the shot. Fletcher's gonna land first, damn it. I should have counted longer. But again, you know, just kind of taking a rough guess at it. Probably should have been about a 7 count, which was what I did last time. But last time I was closer. This is a Fletcher. This isn't a Farragut. This is the most numerous class of destroyer the Americans have. We've only sunk 1 to date that I know of. It's also their most capable destroyer. They've got like 176 of them. Well, 175 because we already sunk 1. It's about to be 174. Alright, Benson, are you gonna screw up your targeting? You are. And you're rushing in to hunt? Yes. I feel confident you're going down, Fletcher. Alright, that means we need to retask I-15's targeting from the Fletcher back to our, well, for the first time to the Benson. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. Let's transpire some time here. It's good that the, well, it's good for me that the destroyers all act cowardly and run off. What is going on here? Are you breaking to hunt? Do you not know what you're doing? Yeah, you just don't quite know what you're doing. Right, who actually has more or less torpedoes? There's 12 on I-15. And there's 10 on 34. Okay, so I-15, you're going to defend yourself. Granted, I-34 would be the better one to defend, but it is what it is. She's charging hard. We're gonna lose one torp at 1500. Just right now. One torpedo off. Right. Any change in speed or heading? No? Gonna take it in the nose? Yep. Do we got any change in speed and heading? She's still doing 15 knots. I have a feeling it's going to take one more shot. And we're going to fire now. We're not going to wait. Torp, make your bend. You're not going to make your bend in time? You did make your bend in time. Well, you hit the aft section of the ship. That's actually kind of good. Now, 2 torps should sink this thing. She is coming to a stop, it looks like. Yep. Right, well, we're just gonna watch her sink. Give it some time compression. Are we joking right now? What's going on? Report is heavy. Fires just went out. I-15. Give her one more. Three torps. No way. No way a destroyer survives that. Critical. Stop. It's moving. Ah, I feel like I'm wasting a torp right now. Four torps on a destroyer. Granted, 2 were in the exact same spot in the nose. 1 was in the stern. This one is also on the stern, but on the other side of the ship this time. This is fucking unreal. You know what? Somehow, it feels like the Benson has gotten awfully close to the ship. Can we please back up before they drop depth charges on us? That would be just the most hilarious ending to this, is if we got depth charged. Alright, that's enough. Is this really happening? I feel like this is really happening. One knot. Turn. Is it that way? No, it's that way, right? Oh, I'm going forward. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Backwards, please. Pause. Steady out. I can't believe I'm about to put a 5th torpedo on a flippin' destroyer. Under this destroyer? Yeah, it went under the destroyer. That was nice. Is he gonna come back and try to reacquire? Oh, for the love of God. Please back up. Please don't pull a tang. She's past the stern. How many circles will it take to get to the Benson? Yeah, just gotta go right past the stern again. Well, we seem to have a problem. I might as well wait for it to run out of its steam. It might eventually somehow make the turn. I-15, the trick torpedo shooter. Right now there's people in the Benson. Look, sir, there's a torpedo running circles around us. The Japanese are taunting us with circular torpedoes. Unflippin' real. Alright, it ran out of steam. For the love of God. Fire one. Are you gonna miss again? Please don't. Finally amidships. How many torpedoes does it take to sink an American destroyer? Only 6. 4 to wound it, 1 to run around it and taunt it, and the 6th to finally knock it out. And with that, I think we will wrap up this fight, and possibly this episode. Anyway, I am James Johnson, aka Software Blade. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. This is War on the Sea, a game by Killerfish Games. We're utilizing a mod made by the Baron. It's called the Tokyo Express mod. And it is a very enjoyable game in my opinion. Granted, there are certainly some flaws here and there, like destroyers that don't sink when torpedoed. But you know, it's a video game, and at some point the balance issues and all of that will get tweaked and worked on, and this game has come a long way since it released. With that out of the way, let's wrap up this episode. I'm James Johnson, aka Software Blade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. And until next time, all, peace.